So, today we're doing a deep dive into Mieruko-chan, or the girl who can see them.
Right, right.
And, I mean, you might think you know standard horror, but this franchise is something else entirely. It actually started as this viral Twitter manga by Tomoki Izumi.
Yeah, it had like 50,000 retweets on just the first chapter.
Exactly, just exploded into a serialized hit. Then you got the 2021 anime, and obviously the live-action movie that just came out in June 2025, starring Nino Kahara.
It really is a fascinating overview of how a simple premise can just take off, because the core story is Miko Yotsuya, right? A totally normal high schooler who suddenly gets this unfortunate ability to see grotesque, terrifying monsters, things ordinary people just can't perceive.
But it's her reaction that makes the overview of this story so unique. In most horror, the protagonist either fights or runs.
But Miko's strategy is absolute denial. She ignores him completely.
Which sounds easy until you realize we're not talking about spooky shadows. We're talking about rotting spirits screaming right in her face while she's just trying to brush her teeth or buy lunch.
Exactly. Her whole mission is survival through indifference. She operates on this theory that if she acknowledges them, they become real enough to actually hurt her.
And that tension leads right into the appeal of the series, which is how it balances horror and comedy. The visuals alone are wild.
Oh, the visual contrast is everything. You have these super cute slice-of-life character designs. Very Mo.
Yeah, soft pastels, big eyes, all that.
Right, and then bam, hyper-realistic, repulsive monster art invades that space. It gives the audience this massive cognitive dissonance.
And Miko is the anchor between those two worlds. She's constantly on the verge of tears, but holding this completely blank poker face.
The humor totally comes from that dynamic. Her desperate internal monologue is panicking while she looks completely calm on the outside.
But she's not navigating this minefield alone, even if she feels like it. We have to bring up her best friend, Hana Yurikawa.
Hana is just a brilliant narrative device. She has zero spiritual perception. None.
Just blissfully unaware. And always eating.
Yes, high energy, constantly moving and eating, which means she puts out this massive life aura. To monsters, she's literally a beacon.
Like moths to a flame.
Yeah.
Which just puts Miko in constant, agonizing stress.
Totally. But there's a twist in that dynamic, that life aura is actually a hazard to the spirits, too.
Because she's like a walking nuclear reactor of life energy.
Precisely. If a spirit gets too close to Hana, it burns up. It's completely unintentional, but she saves Miko by burning them away, while also endangering her by drawing in the really bad ones.
It's so good. And then you throw Yulia Nigurdu into the mix.
Oh, Yulia, she's a classmate who actually can see spirits.
But only the weak ones, right?
Right, only the tiny ones. And this creates a perfect comedy of errors. Yulia sees Miko ignoring these massive, terrifying ghosts that Yulia herself is too weak to perceive.
So Yulia misinterprets it. She thinks Miko is this incredibly powerful, stoic medium.
Yes. She thinks Miko is just too cool to care, when in reality Miko is practically paralyzed with terror, just trying not to faint.
While the comedy is a huge draw, the sources show the story shifts gears significantly later on.
Sure.
Especially with the Sankai, or the 3x arc.
That arc is pivotal. That's where the lore gets heavy. Miko unknowingly enters a pact with a shrine god and its fox spirits.
And they grant her protection, but explicitly only 3 times.
Exactly. It introduces a literal countdown. Once she uses those 3 saves protecting herself and Hana, the whole tone shifts from episodic survival to a thriller about spiritual debt.
It's a big shift, but honestly, looking through the sources, the emotional core of the series really comes from the subplot with her father.
Oh, wow, yeah. That recontextualizes her entire behavior at home.
Because you see him throughout the show. Mamoru, he's eating breakfast, watching TV, and Miko just ignores him.
Every single time. At first you just think, oh, it's standard teenage rebellion.
But he's actually a ghost. She's not being mean.
Right, she's trying to save him from corruption. If she acknowledges him, he might realize he's stuck or get targeted by malevolent spirits.
And the detail that just wrecks you is that their last conversation before he died was a petty fight over pudding.
He died with that regret, so now his spirit apologizes to her every single day.
Oh, man.
She hears him begging for forgiveness. But to protect his soul, she has to look right through him. She can never say, I forgive you.
That is heartbreaking. It moves the story way beyond simple jump scares into this profound drama about isolation.
It forces the audience to redefine what strength looks like. Strength isn't about wielding a sword or casting spells here.
Right.
It's the mental fortitude to maintain normalcy when your reality is literally breaking apart.
It certainly makes you think about your own limits. If you turned around right now and saw a monster standing directly behind your best friend?
Oh boy.
Would you have the steel resolve to look them in the eye and just carry on a normal conversation to keep them safe?
I'd like to say yes, but honestly, I'd probably run.
I think most of us would. It's a terrifying thought to leave you with. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Mieruko-chan. Catch you next time.